Okay, hello to the judges at the King's Award magazine. Richard McLaughlin's my name, and I'm endeavouring to touch base with three of your judges, Simone, Lopa, and Vicky Kell. Vicky Kell, three judges from the King's Award magazine who were responsible for judging the recent Innovation Award, King's Award for Innovation. One of which went to Flare Audio, and I wanted to just get some clarification on what the specific aspects of the Flare Audio business were that resulted in that award. What got them over the line as innovators worthy of a King's Award? Let's go through some of their products. This is their most recent innovation. This is the definition. Yeah. Beautiful looking device, King's Award. Yeah. Really nicely put together web page, I might say. Okay, so under certain conditions, this device improves sound quality. Okay, but let's pop over to Amazon and just have a bit more of a deep dive. Now, look at it. It's a piece of plastic. You put it in your ear, and the sound comes straight in that hole, and then straight out the other side into your ear. I'm not so sure that could improve sound quality. I don't know how. There's no funneling. There's no enhancing. It's just straight through. Okay, so the reviews. Three out of 5. That is very poor. That is very poor. On Amazon, when you've got a 3 out of 5, what that means is, as many people threw them in the rubbish as kept them and thought that they were great. Yeah, 35% of people threw them in the rubbish. More than 1 in 3 people just binned them. Yeah. So that's not great, but perhaps the devil is in the detail, and we should read the comments. Not for me. Poor quality. Worst product I have ever purchased. Worst product. That says a lot. I feel like I fell for a scam or a joke buying this. It is what it looks like. A piece of plastic with a hole in it. I don't know why I thought this would do something. I feel dumb for trying it. I could have, and it goes on. So, look, I'm not sure if the public too enthusiastic about the innovation that is the Flare definition. All right, so look, there might be something that I've missed here on this web page that caused you to give them more points for innovation. Perhaps it was this system of their reviews. If you come to their web page, and if you go to an ad on Facebook, you get brought here, not to Amazon. So you come straight in here, and you see 5-star, 5-star, 5-star most recent reviews. So you think people are having a great time most recently buying them. But then if you look at the fine detail, these are not the most recent reviews, are they? This is back in the end of March. So this is done in a very innovative way to make you think that this is what's the current experience of people, when it's not. The current experience of people is more like this. Okay, but these are not the only products that they make. They've got other innovations. This is the Immerse. Let's have a dig around at this one, shall we? So this is the Immerse. This was released in October or November last year. To much fanfare, lots and lots of production has gone into this web page. Stephen Fry put his voice and weight behind it, which is great. You know, he's a big name. He supports everything Flare does. Look at that. The science is the sound comes in, it takes 2 90-degree turns, improves, and comes into your ear. Fantastic. And then all of these testimonials. Wow, that is fantastic. The only problem is, once they were released out into the wild at $44.96 reduced from $59.95 back in January, that is, they were universally panned. If you go to Trustpilot and you filter through the reviews of Flare Audio and look for immersed reviews, you will find there are 10 reviews, 9 of which are 1 star. 9 out of 10 people on Trustpilot said, this product is so terrible, I threw it away. There was a young chap who did a video review on YouTube, which I have stored a copy of for anyone who does want to view it, where he said this is fantastic, this is a great product, and overwhelmingly the Responses were, no, this is a terrible product. It does nothing. It's a rip-off. I got tricked. And in the end, he apologized and he took the video down. So this product was taken off the market, or at least it was taken off the market. It was redirecting for a long time, for about 3 months, to the definition page. So people who went looking for it came in here. That has been taken off because I think that Flare Audio must have produced a lot of these and they want to sell them. So now they're selling them. Remember this price before said $46.95 or something like that? Well, now when the product's been put back on the market for sale 3 months later, they've innovated it all the way up to £100. So that discount looks a lot greater. You can't find this product on their website. It's not in the navigation. So it's only some people who are getting an ad for this who can find this page. Yeah, and they get this information. That's innovative indeed. Okay, maybe it's the pathway of innovation that you have rewarded because they started somewhere when they made this product that was so universally panned, and this one, which looks like it's also going to fail. It all started here with the HD. They innovated an ear trumpet. You put these in your ears, and apparently it improved sound, but the public again did not agree, and these are poorly rated. This one is a front-facing ear trumpet so that you can get better quality from sound directly in front, and it shields you from sound out from the sides. But again, 2.4 out of 5. Really, these have been panned. So panned, withdrawn from sale, being panned currently. You can confirm that here. Nothing I say you can't confirm for yourself. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to paint things in a overly bleak way. I'm just telling you how it is. Everything I say is absolutely confirmable. Um, okay, but they do have other products, don't they? Maybe it's these other products that are so much better. Perhaps their sleep product. They've sold a lot of these. So they've got all sorts of different shapes. Yeah, these ones. But again, the review scores are the worst of any ear sleep device. Yeah, 3.4 out of 5, just terrible. The main reason for the bad reviews are the earbuds are not very strong, and they do tend to break off and get caught in your ear. There are multiple reviews saying that, but also the part that sticks out, which makes them brand recognizable, makes them painful if you sleep on your side. You sleep on your side, and this pushes into your ear, and it's really quite uncomfortable. So, was it this product, the innovation of this product that you were awarded? I'm not sure. Maybe it was their marquee product, the Karma. They've innovated this product, and again, it does work. People buy it, and it does work for some people. But in terms of it being a true innovation, there's only one other maker of devices like this. They're for people with noise sensitivity who don't want complete shutting out of all noise. It's Loop and Flare. And the Loop, well, it's a 4.4 versus the King's Award winning 3.6 that is the Flare Audio. Yeah. What else have they got? They've got the Flare earshade Pro. Yep. And again, this one's for blocking sound, and again, it's the worst. It's the worst rated of any ear protection device on Amazon. You can confirm that. Just go through all of them, and this is the worst one. The reason it's the worst is because, again, brand recognition. They've made it brand recognizable with this piece of metal and then foam around the outside, but having a core of metal makes them hard to fit, hard to size, and rather uncomfortable as well because you can't get as much squishing into your ear shape. But perhaps I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's not the fact that two of their most recent products seem to be complete failures. It might not be that because of three of their main products are the lowest rated and ranked in their niche. Maybe it's their business practices that you're saying are truly innovative. So let's have a look at some of those. Here's the Flare Audio Facebook page, which they don't show any of their reviews on. You can't see the reviews here because it's much harder to curate reviews on Facebook than on your own website. Yeah, Loop shows their reviews because they want you to see the truth. Flare Audio, they've innovated not showing their reviews. Okay, they have an innovative return and refund policy where you see this and you're like, great, 100-day money back guarantee, till you realize, if you read any further, which a lot of people don't, you can't get anything back for the bits. Yep. You must return things in their original condition, which is very hard, and you have to send them back on your own dime. So if you buy them in the US, you have to send them back intact, undamaged, air freight, registered to the UK. You can't. You can buy them in the US and they're locally delivered from the US Amazon depot or somewhere local. Sometimes they're posted from overseas as well. But when you return them, you have to air freight them back to the UK, which you don't really understand at the time. It doesn't say that here in big writing. You don't know. So when you do try and take advantage of this, most often you realize I'm not going to get anything back. Yeah. If a product is 30 euros and I can't get a refund for that bit or that bit, and I've got to send them registered air freight back to the UK, yeah. So that's an innovative return and refund policy. Look, I would have thought in such circumstances, perhaps you could just offer your customers to just destroy the product. It's just a piece of plastic. Just cut them up. Yep, just cut them up. Show, look, I really had a bad experience. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm not trying to rip you off, but it doesn't make sense to send these back. There's the carbon factor and the time factor, and you have to process them. I can just destroy them, take a photo, send it back, and go, look, sorry about that. We tried, but it didn't work out. Everyone's happy. But no, they've innovated this return and refund policy where you instead must send them back at your own cost. And so most people don't. That is indeed innovative. What about their review policy? If you dig around on their website, you can find the review policy. And there's a few bits and bobs here that are worth noting. Reviews may be withheld if they contain inappropriate, whatever inappropriate is, abusive or offensive language. So you can't be cross and demonstrate that, and you can't make demonstrably false statements, so, about their returns or warranties. So if I was to write a review, I was really freaking annoyed. I was pissed off because I bought these thinking I could get a refund, and I couldn't. I couldn't get one. I had to send it back. Well, that would be a true review. They did fail for me. I was annoyed because I didn't really understand what this meant. Yeah. But I said frickin', I said pissed off. So that means my review won't be counted at all. Not even the fact that I gave them 1 star. The whole review is thrown away because I've demonstrated that I'm unhappy with the product in very expressive words, and I've made comment that I didn't understand the refund policy. So that explains why it's a 4.5 stars for the Flare Audio here, but when you have a look at them here over on Amazon, there are 3.6. It's because Flare curates their reviews using this innovative review moderation policy. It's so innovative that there is no other website in the world that does this. Yeah. So innovative. So to the judges at the King's Award for Enterprise, which one of these innovations was the one that really stood out for you? Yeah, the fact that their most recent product is being panned. Their second most recent product had to be withdrawn. The product where all of that started is a 2.4 starred ear trumpet. Yeah, their other products are the lowest in their niche. Their business practices, at the very best, are questionable. Yeah. Which one of these innovations was the thing that really stood out for you, that you went, King's Award for Flare Audio? We're going to put the King's name on an award for this company. Let me know. Let me know. I'd be very interested to know. I'm going to send this video to the King. I would really love to see what he thinks about his name being put on an award to a company that does business like this. This video will now end.